So I can't wait to tell them, because there's only like, I'm going to say maybe 10 new fabrics, which we put on special, but everything else, right, is like, everything else is deeply discounted. There's a bunch at only $7.88 a yard and a bunch at $6.88. And one thing I'm happy about is that whole week we were gone, anything you bought, they were putting 10% back into your account. We just didn't advertise it. And so, yeah. And so, I think somebody out there heard me. I want them to keep it here, because I feel like you guys buy more when you get the 10% put back into your account. And so, so don't change it. We'll just keep quiet, you and I. All right. Hopefully John didn't hear me. I thought somebody heard me. Yeah, everywhere. I enjoyed the event. I was so pleased to hear that they liked my class, because I thought, oh, my class ran so long. But I wanted to do something where you did a lot with fancy fills and really saw the steps that I took when I designed something. Because I feel like, we've been teaching it for well over 4 years, and there's a lot of people that have been with me the whole time, and I felt like they needed something that would challenge them. But boy, all the posts on Facebook of, the matching, I like matching sets. I made everybody do that, didn't I? They wanted to go with some different fabrics. I said, no, I like that everything went together, It was really, really neat. So, yeah, so the classes went really good, and everybody was so happy to be there, and they learned too, right? They really, really learned, yeah. And the blue jeans, now we have tons of extra blue jean jackets, so I thought I would put them on special and show them on Thursday. So we have a lot of really nice blue jean jackets. I didn't know what size to get, and I was guessing, and I thought, if I don't have enough of the right sizes, people are going to be really disappointed. I'm going to say we have 50 extra jackets. Don't you think we do? Yeah, Kate's shaking her head. Yes. Yeah, so yeah, the challenge, mine was a challenge. And I think the bag, Tiffany and Deb teaching the bag, I think that was a challenge too. And then I wanted Tommy and John, like I love the sparkles, but I said to them, but we don't know how to cut fabric. And that's the main thing we want to do with the scan and cut. So I was really glad that they had you cut fabric so you could see exactly how you did it. So everything went really, really smooth and really wonderful. So I said in the end, the one thing that we didn't get to get ready is the store. We didn't get to sell you guys enough. We had all these big plans, but the kits took us so long to make. Yeah, there were so many pieces, especially to the bag, and I guess to mine. There were so many different pieces that by the time it was right up to the last minute that we got the kits done. So yeah. So another bag kit. So that's it. We want to do. I think we should get Tiffany to pick out like different fabrics for the bag. A whole bunch of them. Yeah, we'll tell her. We won't tell her today, because today she was promoting a new Bag Lady Club, which looks really neat. It's a backpack by Minky Kim. Now, they didn't know, those people that shopped with her today did not know that they're getting the 10% put back into their account. Yeah, so I mean, if you were on today, anything that you bought from before the event, Kate and I are going to hopefully not change that for a while. So yes, yeah, rhinestones. Okay, so the rhinestones on the jacket. So John, called our brother sales rep and said, "You're out of the rhinestone setter, right?" That's it. And they went, "Rhinestone setter? Nobody buys that." Right? Didn't I say that to you? Yeah. And we went, "Well, we are, so you better stock up." Right? Yeah. So, and they loved it. Yeah. Yeah, so it was really, really, really neat. So, yeah, Heather, you would have been a lot of fun there. But we are going to have, I'm pretty sure we're going to have a fall event. We just need one more night's rest, maybe two, until we pick the dates for the fall. But we do have the fabric, and I'm going to show you that today. So, all right. Okay, so this fabric, okay, so we still have at $75, you get free shipping. So, so you want to get up to 75. You definitely do. So you'll get free shipping. And if you're new here, what we're all trying to do is show all those Joann customers that we have fabrics at their same prices, but the quality is so much better. So Benertex gave me the opportunity to purchase a whole bunch of fabric where I can sell it at only $7.88. So all the fabric that we have marked down is brand new fabric, and they like a bunch are at $6.88, a bunch are at $7.88. So really, really good deals. So, oh, Sharon gave it to her 95-year-old mom, and she loved the glitter and the rhinestones. That's wonderful. Yeah, I like glitter and rhinestones now, and I'm wondering, when did I turn into my grandma? When did I turn into my grandma? Because when I was younger, I don't think I liked it as much. So, but I really like it now. I like a little metallic in my fabric. So it was really, really, really nice. So yes, Kathy, you have to come in the fall. Definitely, everybody has to come, because it was really wonderful. And I told Steve, so we go to, now we carry 3 brands, and all summer, so end of June is Bernina, and then sometime in July is Brother. End of August is usually Baby Lock. But they introduce things that they're going to sell in the fall. They don't always have them in stock. And so we need, in order to make it really neat, and so you can see all the newest things come out, we got to time our fall event. So last time we did it like around October 15th, and we were pretty much able to get everything in. So I want to make sure that we plan it for then. And also Pennsylvania in the fall is really, really pretty. So usually right at October 15th is when the leaves are at their height, right? And so your drive, we had a number of people come from the south and drive up, and they will be able to drive up and go through the mountains and see how pretty our drive is in the fall. So that'll be fun. So, okay, so every one of our fabrics are 1-yard cuts. Now, if you order 2 yards, they make or 3 yards of something, they make every effort to give you a continuous cut. And so it takes us, we don't cut it ahead of time because we don't know how many people are going to want multiple yards. And so you have to give us time to get the fabric orders out. We do have our college students with us, right? So we have Alex, we have, Lizzie's going to college, and we have Michaela, right? And Dom comes, he's got a lot of activities, and he just comes like usually just once a week, maybe twice. Maybe we can get him in here more often. So we got Lizzie is going to major in civil engineering at W&J. Dom, he loves to fish, and he's going to major in some kind of environmental science at Penn State, Maine, which is wonderful. I don't know what Alex is majoring in it. He's at Cal State. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then Michaela, she told me a million times what she's majoring in, and it was something that went right over my head. Yes. So, yes. So, yeah, you got married. So Karen, you got married October 17th. What state was that in? Was that in Pennsylvania? Because it's a, yeah. Oh, hey, John, they're wondering when their scan and cut rhinestone kits are going to be coming. So there's some that are on back order.
The Brother one or the Dime one?
Oh, I don't know. Is it Brother or Dime? I don't know. So are the brothers
come? I jump in first.
Yeah, here you go. Okay, he's jumping in.
Hi everyone. I hope
Michigan.
everyone's having a great Tuesday. I almost said Monday for a second. We're
Yeah.
behind a day.
Yeah.
If you ordered a Brother Rhinestone starter kit, you're gonna get a call from me or Ryan this week. So unfortunately, we're not able to get the Brother version in anymore.
They said I told them that the sales rep said to you, nobody buys those.
And they
it's
said
like,
they had some left, and that we could get them, and then we're not able to from Brother. But we're able to get the dime ones in with the Brother activation card for Canvas Workspace.
Okay.
So Ryan and I are going to be giving everybody a call if you want to substitute with that. So you'll probably get a call from us this week if you still have the Brother one on order. And hi everyone. So
yeah.
But we do have the dime ones in, and the dime pearl ones are beautiful, and they work the same way as the rhinestones.
Yeah, and Liz says the dime order has been placed. So good.
Hi, Liz. So
I have a lot of stuff I have to order from you, Liz. So I'll do that. I'll try to do that tonight. Yeah. And that's it. The comment from John and Tommy's class was they were so funny. They were so funny. I don't know what you guys were doing, but they were so funny.
Wait, can I see the mic?
Yeah.
If you were in the class, you know the joke, but shh. So
okay. And then you know how Kathy, our Kimberbell Kathy, she is so fast with the comeback. She's so I was telling someone, she was standing right there, and I said, "Oh yeah, everybody's commenting about John and Tommy's classes. They were so funny." And she goes, "Yeah, they were trying to be funnier than me, but it wasn't working for them." So all right. So it was really fun. It was really nice. Yeah, the hotel, they were, everybody that works there, very accommodating, very helpful. There's some hotels you go to and you ask them to empty the garbage and they never come. They ask them to sweep the floor and they never do it. But they were really, really nice. So we really like it there. So, yeah. So, John, they want to adopt you, John. Margie does. Margie. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay. So if you're new here and you're on Facebook, you're going to want to get our app because these are the days when we have bargain fabrics that it goes really fast and you have to. So try to download our app because that's so much faster. But if you are on Facebook, all you do is go down to the comment bar and you type in the word register, then press enter, and a new screen will come up. And I just want you to put in 4 things: first name, last name, email address, and your phone number, and then advance to the next screen, and you're going to need to set up a username and password, and then you'll be in and you'll be able to buy. If you have our app, I think you're already registered. And then if you're on our website, are they already registered if they're on there, or do they have to register? So our website is gloriahorn.com, and that's also a good place to buy too.
On our website, you can watch, but you will need to log into your account with us to shop.
Okay. So you can log in from right there to do it? Okay. So you have to remember your username and password. That's really hard. I do carry around one of those books with me with all my username and passwords, which I know is dangerous because somebody could steal my little book and then steal my whole life, right? So, but you know what they have? If they notice you're on a different computer or on a different Wi-Fi, they don't even let you in. So I feel safe. Yes. Yeah, the food was great. Everything was wonderful. Yeah. And the projects turned out so good. So I'm really, really happy with that. Well, this is a brand new collection that we just got in from Chonga Wang. You know how I love her stuff. She's just such a beautiful artist. These are pansies, and there's the beautiful purples and blues and the stripe. So you'd be able to do the broderie purse table runner. The 60-degree table runner would be absolutely gorgeous. Take you all through the whole summer with this one. So and we did put it on special. So it's I think their fabrics are up to $14.99 a yard. Yeah, and so we have it marked down to I think $12.49 on these. Yeah. So the next one, look how big these are, and this would be perfect for our octagon. A big print in the middle of the octagon ends up so pretty. So there it is. Great big pansies. These are huge. They are like, I'm going to say 4 inches in diameter for these. So really big pansies. Now the next one is the lighter pansies. So like for the octagon, I would do this one in the center. Okay, this one in the center. Big, and then I would do the second border with this, and then this came from the same collection, this third one, and they call it a solid-ish watercolor, but I love it. Okay, so take a look how pretty this will be. Okay, here, and then look at how nice this border will look with it. So that's perfect for an octagon. I know, I feel like we gotta, like, everybody loves our octagon. That is really pretty, isn't it? I think if they don't buy it all today, I will do kits for Thursday in the broderie purse and the octagon. I think that would be really pretty. So I may just keep these over here to remind me. I'm going to keep these. You know, I don't have my own desk, but I do move around a lot. But recently, I claimed one drawer in the building as mine. So I may stash this in my drawer. But then, Kate, you would have to remind me where I put it. So I got to put it out in the open. Yeah, because I'll lose it. So, okay, so we're good here. I'm going to put this one over here and try. Okay, now, the next one. This is the fabric that we are going to use for the fall event. So we haven't made our plans on what we're going to do with it, but you can buy it ahead of time. Look at this. This one is, so it says Timeless Treasures, but it doesn't say Chonga Wang, but it sure looks like one of hers. Look at this. Oh, see this. So remember last year, everybody saw this, a fabric similar to this at the fall event hanging up, but Timeless Treasures did not bring out a fall fabric last year. So we couldn't feature it. This is what it's going to be this year. And look at how beautiful it is with this champagne gold metallic. It is beautiful. It's just simply thankful, but lots of pumpkins and leaves and gold. Isn't it unbelievable? So we did make it so that you could buy this, and I think I marked it down. I think it's regularly $14.99 and down to $12.95. And remember, 10% will be put back into your account for you to spend later. So, okay, now the next one is the Harvest Stripes. And everyone loved our 60-degree table runner. And so, I mean, this is just so elegant and so beautiful. So really, if you want to do a 60-degree runner, you're going to want to buy 2 yards, and then you'll have enough for a nice length table runner. But isn't this beautiful? And it has not only pumpkins, but sunflowers. There's pine cones and fall leaves, and it's got that gold metallic that I love so much. When the sunshine hits this, it glistens. It's really pretty. Really pretty. So this is really, really pretty. Okay, next one. So this is definitely the fabric. They wanted to hide it in the attic. And I said, well, I already have a whole bunch more coming. And so don't worry about running out, because I've ordered, because it might be that they don't make it a line for next year. So I want to stock up on it, because that, was kind of bad that we didn't have something in fall from Timeless Treasures, right, with the gold metallic. So a lot of places don't do anything with the gold metallic. Now look at this one, packed pumpkins. So see, this is something that I would put in the center of an octagon. We never did the octagon at an event. That might be really fun to do. But then I would put an embroidery design at the center. right? We'll come up with something. And we didn't think of chenille until about 2 weeks before the event. So we constantly are changing it. When we go, oh, we thought of something better and thought of something better. We better get the fabric. Hurry, everybody, hurry. We got to cut. And so I'm sure now we're putting everything away. And that's going to take, they've made a lot of progress because we ended up with too many people in 2 of my classes and we didn't have enough machines. But the girls that ended up without a machine live right here in Mount Lebanon, right in our town. And they're coming with me tomorrow at 11. And they're gonna get a private lesson for being so gracious about it. They didn't complain one single bit. They kept saying, "Oh, doesn't matter." I said, "Yes, it does matter. We're gonna do it on Wednesday at 11." So I want to treat them extra special because they were so nice about it, right? Yeah. So I better. Oh, Kathy told me she was going to bring cookies for them. Those unbelievable cookies. Yeah. So okay. Now the next one is this one. Okay, look at this. Look at this. This is so beautiful. So there it is. It's, everything matching exactly. This one is fall leaves, and then you see the leaves in the gold metallic, right? Absolutely gorgeous. Yes. So you think the pumpkin fabric would be nice at the bottom of a rope bowl. Yeah. The rope bowls turned out so good, didn't they? I was amazed. They turned out so good. So I was really, really, really happy to see that. Now the next one, I don't think I ordered a ton of this one, but because I wanted to see it first. So this is a plaid, and it's right, these lines, this thin line is gold metallic. So yeah, Tommy's Firefly, they are cutting. I know they're cutting it like crazy today. So I think he's very close. I think he's waiting for the printer to be done. Yeah, and there was, I think there was a little bit of editing. So I think he had, in his original Firefly, he had 24 little holes to put the little fairy lights in, and fairy lights only come 20 in a string. So I know he had to do a little adjusting there, and then he had to make sure that they weren't too far apart or the lights wouldn't reach. So he had a little adjusting to do, and he's been working like crazy on the directions. So they had to go to the doctors today. Their little baby Mary has hip dysplasia. I wonder if anybody else has had a grandchild that has that, but her bones on the one side are smaller than the other side, and she has to wear a brace for how many months did he say? 2 months for sure. Yeah. So they're hoping that will do it, but we can't have our hopes up, And it's like I never even heard of hip dysplasia. I heard of it with dogs, that certain dogs get hip dysplasia, but I never knew babies got it. But yeah, so she was just crawling funny. And then also she was crying like she would want to be picked up. And the doctors told them today that was because her hip probably ached and that she wanted to be held. So now we are not going to complain about picking her up. We're going to hold her and pick her up all the time because now she's got this brace on and she could never sit up on her own. Somebody has to sit her up. And so 2 months, yeah, she needs prayers. I hope. They said it wasn't real bad, but they showed me the x-ray and it was definitely bad. And then the other fun thing, I'm probably talking too much. The other fun thing is Tommy and Maddie are getting married in the church. So they had a civil ceremony 5 years ago, and they wanted to be confirmed. Neither were confirmed. And I see Maddie was a competitive cheerleader, and Tommy and his hockey, there just wasn't time and working and everything. It's really my fault. But so they went through the classes and they're going to get confirmed. But the church said, we don't recognize your marriage. You better get married in the church. So this Saturday, and Steve's going to be the best man. So yeah, so that's really neat. So, okay, I'm going to put this one away because then I want you to see the difference between these two. Okay, so here is another one with the fall leaves. Okay, and so these are just larger leaves. It doesn't have the gold metallic in it. It just, every leaf is outlined with the gold metallic. These beautiful fall colors, right? Beautiful, beautiful fall colors. So see the difference between the two. I like them both. I do. So I don't know how you're going to decide. This one is the brand new one. This one we did have last year, but I love it. So it just depends on what oh, Andrea, she said she had hip issues as a child. And I'm thinking they just didn't know what it was. And yeah, so now, like even my bilateral displaced at birth, 6 months in cast from waist down. Yeah, So hers goes around here, and then around her legs. It like holds her legs apart. Poor little thing. Yeah. So poor Maddie, right? Yeah. So because she's not happy today with her brace on. Yeah. So I said, I want to bring her home a present every day. But she's at the age where you can give her a paper cup and she thinks it's a brand new toy and she's happy. So she doesn't need toys. She needs held. Yeah. So in the morning, I guess Maddie would hand her to me, and I was making my coffee while she was in my arms. So I think I need to do more of that. Hold her in my arms and go and do things with her. Yeah. So she can see. Yeah. So Maddie's sister is going to be her matron of honor, and Joni's going to be there, and it's going to be, so we're all going to go out to dinner afterwards. So I'm really I love things like that. I love planning. Remember, I just had a first communion and we went to a restaurant, and all I wanted, it was exactly what I wanted. Everybody was just talking. Everybody got to order the meal they wanted. I told the waiter, I said, I want them to drink whatever they want to drink and eat whatever they want to eat. And it was just wonderful. Everybody was talking, and it felt really good. And little Kelly felt loved. There was no doubt about it. She felt loved. So that's what we're going to go for this weekend too. Right? So, okay. So this gorgeous, gorgeous fabric, this is your chance to buy it. I am going to go in and order more of it because it is the prettiest one I've seen. So yeah, Anita, it's going to be at St. Bernard's. It's going to be in their chapel, which Joni's seen it. I've never seen the chapel, but that's where it's going to be. And it's a really pretty church right by here. Pittsburgh has absolutely gorgeous churches in the Oakland section of town, which is near the Pitt campus, University of Pittsburgh campus, and also I guess Carnegie Mellon University is right there. Beautiful, unbelievable. But what sets our church apart is it's now called St. Michael the Archangel, the choir and the orchestra. So they have an orchestra, and the music. It's like you are at a show when you go to church. So if you've never been to St. Bernard's 11 a.m. Mass on Sunday, you got to go. Honestly, it's just beautiful. And I said, it's peaceful. All right, what am I doing now? I'm getting over here. Okay, and this is my next one, right?
This right here.
Oh, those. Okay. So now we're going into the bargains, right? We're going into the bargains. And so I want to lay them out. And so this is the first one, but there's others that go with it. So get ready, because you're going to want more than one, because they all coordinate with each other. So this line is called Butterfly Symphony, and I think it's only $6.88. There's not much left of this, but don't worry. We have a bunch coming that Benner, like I said, Benertex made them available, and I have like 30 yards of each. And so, so if you didn't get to grab that one, there's going to be others. I think almost everything today is either $7.88 or $6.88. So the rest, we have tons. So here it is, Butterfly Symphony, and this has the turquoise in the background. First one had the green in the background. Then my son is going to sing. Oh, Sharon, really? Yeah. So it's it's beautiful. So Sunday nights at 7:30, it's candlelight. And they do a lot of the prayers in Latin. And so it's just really neat. It reminds you when you were a little kid. Remember everybody, we had to do prayers in Latin. But they do, the Gregorian chant is on Sunday nights at 7:30. And not every Sunday night though. But I don't know how you find out when it is. But I've been there. They always have somebody that sings unbelievably. So they used to say a lot of the people that were in the opera, the Pittsburgh Opera, does Pittsburgh even have an opera anymore? I don't know. But they would, they volunteered at the church. And so that's why the singing was just so good. But just every time I go, I'm amazed at how talented the person is that's singing. So it's like really, really nice. So here's another one from the same one, Butterfly Symphony. There's not a lot of this one left. And I bet it's going to go. So look at how pretty that turquoise is. So, they all just blend in nicely together. I think I'd go and get something if I got this one. I'd go find something that had the royal blue. And then there's like a deeper teal. Now here's this one. Had the light turquoise, and this one is the same print, and it has the ivory in the background. So it's just a really pretty, okay, and take a look. There's a peacock feather, all right, and the next fabric that I am going to show has all peacock feathers. So all go together from Benertex. Do you need me to move it? No, you're good. Okay. So each one of these, I got a ruler right here. Each one of those feathers, let's say, forget about that part. We'll go this part. And it's about 2 3/4 from here to here. The whole thing with the part without the fluffy feathers is about 3.5. So, and they're about, 1 3/8 in width. Okay, so beautiful. They all go together. Now, if something goes to waitlist, like if it sells out and you want it, then you go, you leave it in your cart. Because a lot of people are really fast at getting these. Then they go over afterwards and they take things out. And you might get pinged all night long saying that fabrics that you had on wait list are now available. So yeah, there's Darlene Matthews. Darlene makes the little baptism dresses for the babies. Yeah, so she makes those, yeah, and they turn out beautiful. So, okay, our little Mary had one on, and I knew it was hers. So, all right. Oh, okay. The Americana collection, we are definitely going to show that. We are figuring out right now, because we had so many people buy extra kits. So we're figuring out right now what is available or what we have left and what we need to order, but we are definitely going to show it. I love the Americana collection. And Riley Blake usually makes things and they keep them in the line for a long, long time. But today we were doing the Minky Kim and one of the fabrics was gone. So I think they really have gotten some really good designers at Riley Blake. So I think the fabrics are selling faster than ever. And I love, so we are definitely, I'm thinking, can we remember to do that one next week, the Americana? Yeah, because maybe I can order more, yes, of the stuff that, we did place a couple orders today for it, but I'd like to have more of a selection when I show you. So I'll go tonight and see. So problem with Riley Blake, and I'm going to talk to their like vice president of sales has been in contact with me, and I'm going to tell them that the downside is they're from Utah, and then also they're like so popular right now, Riley Blake. Whoever is deciding what they're carrying is doing a really good job. But it takes them like a week to 10 days to get the orders out. And then we have to wait for it to come from Utah. And that's like another 4 or 5 days. So it just takes a while to get the stuff. So I'm going to order it tonight. And then we are going to definitely have it. So, all right. Yeah. Yeah, if you have stuff on wait list for 4 months, I bet we're not going to be able to get it, Rebecca. Yeah. You could like screenshot it and let me know. Maybe leave it in. Write down that I have to check what Rebecca has on wait list. Because we have a hard time keeping up with you guys, which is wonderful. We love it. We love it. We love that you like everything that we're doing. I mean, really, it's really fun. Don't you think it's fun, Kate? Like, I think, like, I know John loves it. Kate loves it. It's really fun to, it's like, flag pillow kits. I'm going to, I have to cut the fabric. We are waiting for more of the flag pillow kits to come. I want to run and get it. It's just right here. So I'll just run real quick. So, maybe not. Okay, I'll take, that one's, this one's good. Okay, so this is the flag pillow kit. So, so when I'm hoping to work on those tomorrow, the flag pillow kits. Yeah, so that, and then you'll get the instructions, and then I'm going to email out those of you that were at the event, saw that I had the line drawing of the pillow, and then I did all the erasing, and so anybody that orders the flag pillow kit will get the line drawings emailed to them, and I'll be showing you how to do the whole project too. So yes, good, everybody. I'm so glad everybody, like, I don't know how we pulled it off, right, Kate? I really don't know, but it was like, I haven't seen projects that good done at any event, right? Yeah, I haven't seen, and like if you had something like my pillow, that would have been an all-day class, right? Or the Tiffany's bag would have been an all-day class, not a 3-hour class. But we want to make sure that you're happy when you go. So okay, so this one is a fabric. It actually is very new, but it is from the Melody line from Riley Blake. So Melody by Beverly McCullough of Flamingo Toes. You know who she is? She's the one, she has a whole line of needle minders, like the little tea shop, the bookstore, little needle minders. And she designed those, and then they asked her to start designing fabric for them, about 2 years ago. And she's become a very popular designer for them. So, so this one, and we have this one only at $6.88 a yard. Honestly, it is a brand new fabric. So now this one is, I just love this. This one is, it is like, I love these colors together, the pink and purple and the bright kind of orangey color. And it is, and the line is called, it's some Floral Party. Yes, I love this. This is from Wilmington. It's only $6.88 a yard. So it's really pretty. And $6.88 a yard. And remember, 10% will be put back into your account for you to spend later. So you'll be building up lots of money. We have people that have built up money, and they use that as a down payment on a new machine. So it makes the pain of buying a new machine a little lighter because you've gotten all that money. So if I were you, I would just buy everything. You'd be a smart shopper. Okay, so there's Floral Party. Now the next one is, look at this one. So this is owls flying. So it's called the Secret Garden. And I guess in that secret garden are owls in the trees. And it's got the owls flying with like sparkles coming out. Now it's not sparkly, but it looks like it's sparkly. And that's only $6.88 a yard. It's like a grayish navy blue background. So I'm seeing navy blue in it and like a very pale gray for the owls. Like Linda has $1,100. What are you gonna buy, Linda? I don't know. You know, they'll all be introducing new stuff this summer. So you may want to hold on to that, and then you have a good chunk of money towards something fun. So I can't wait to see who. So John and Tommy are going to go to the Bernina convention, and that's because they didn't. It was Steve and I went to the Bernina training, so we wanted them to go to the convention. I would love to go, but I just got to wait and see. So I got bills to pay, so I got to stay here and work. And if I would get caught up doing that, maybe I could go. I would love to go. It is the most fun. It isn't even at work. It's like you're at one of our events. So, but you really don't get to make something. You learn things about the machines, but that's really fun. Yeah. So okay. So we got the owls from Secret Garden. All right. Now this is absolutely gorgeous. Look at this panel, and is this one only $6.88? So there's $6.88 for this panel. Look how pretty all these wreaths, and the wreaths work out to be 10-inch squares. So there's a lot of patterns out there. So let me double check. So from here to here is 10. So let's say go up a little for the 10.5. So you could go 10.5, and these wreaths would end up fitting perfectly in the 10-inch. And so I'm thinking in the middle, the pattern called in the middle, where we use 3 10-inch squares, you could get 2 of them out of this. That would be absolutely beautiful. So you could go 2 of these with a blue in the middle, and then 2 of these with this one in the middle, and that would be so pretty, so pretty. And then you also have this. So one of your in the middle, some of the stripes that go on the side could be done out of this stripe. So you'll have a stripe at the top and a stripe at the bottom. So, okay, so that is gorgeous. It's a Michael Miller, and it's called Spring Wreaths. I love hydrangea. I got to find out what plants bunnies and deer won't eat. Because I'm dying to. I didn't get to plant. I was too tired yesterday. Now, what is this one from? These look.
Meadow Melody.
Yep. Oh, Meadow Melody. Okay. And are these all Meadow Melody? Okay, there's a whole bunch coming. I probably should have shown something different first. Okay, maybe I think I should show the stripe first, and then we'll show these because these go with it. So you're going to want these, but these won't thrill you until you see the other fabrics first. So here is the border stripe. Really pretty. This is from Wilmington, and it's Meadow Melody. And here's how big a 1-yard cut. So if you do use this for your a broderie purse runner, so you would use these on the ends, and then this one in the middle, and you would have 1 stripe left to cut fabrics for the flowers in the corners. So, and you would, if you buy 1 yard, you will have enough for 2 table runners. So, yes. Okay. And there. And there. Oh, and that's it. Cheryl, okay, write her name down. Cheryl KRAUSKOPF. She didn't get the freestanding butterflies. We have to tell Tommy, and he'll email KRAUSKOPF. Yeah, we'll get Tommy to email them to you. He's probably home holding. He was here after the doctor's appointment, but they feel bad, and so I'm sure he went home to hold her. Yeah, because they were just complaining about how fussy she was. They said Gray wasn't this fussy. Well, they said her hip would be aching. Yeah. Oh, Iris, California Pies, Vinca, and Cosmos. They're deer proof. I have to remember all those names. Okay, so anyhow, I want to leave that out so they can see the stripe. Okay, now, next one I want to show with it, I got to show this one. So this one would be the blossoms, I think. But yeah, look at that. So it goes right with it. So usually when we mark them down this far is we only have one boat left and it's like a dud. The one in the line that's the dud. But we've been, those of you that visited the store, I'm sure you went, wow, I didn't realize how small it was. So we use every inch of this place, but it means we have no space for saving fabric. And once the season is over, so it's really not over, but we're in the middle of the season. And so it's time to mark it down, just like the department stores do. So right now they'll be marking down right in June. They mark down all their summer clothing because they're right in the middle of it and they need to move it out and get the fall clothing in by July, right? So we have to have Christmas and, there's Carol. Carol put together the whole lineup. Yes, she had it all ready for me. So thank you, Carol. It was wonderful. All right. Now the next one, I do like this one. There's others that I like, but this one's very colorful too. And it has the paisley. So you can see in the border stripe, there's the paisley. So maybe I would back my table runner in this one and do the wraparound binding with this. That would be really pretty. Okay, but if you're doing the broderie purse runner, you want something that is going to show off your flowers. So if I would put these flowers on top of this one, you wouldn't be able to see them. So I would choose one of these two right here. And so maybe we should show, but we got one more that has the paisley. So if you like the lighter, so that's the same paisley, just with the light background. So you could do a border in the light or a border, or not the border in the light, but I would say the wraparound binding in the light or the dark. But then in order for these flowers to show up, you need to use either this peach. Get the peach here. So that'll look real pretty next to it. Remember, it's going to be going in the other direction, so it'll be this light next to it, but there's enough of a contrast. And then this one is another really pretty one. So here, so the black with these bright pink flowers, it will really show up. So the black will look really nice. I'd say if I was going to do the black for your border, I would do the wraparound with this one with the black, right? And if I was going to do the peach, I would do my wraparound in the ivory. Because I think the black is just a little too harsh against it. Okay, and I think that's it for those, except for the leaf tossed. Is this the leaf? That is. This is just a really good basic, the leaf tossed. So it's, an off-white background. And I would say those leaves are the palest gray. So you could hardly see it, right? You hardly see it. So if you need, this is just a good fabric to have in your stash. It would go with so many different things. All right. So now that one's done, right? Yes. And now those of you, if you're filling your cart, we just ask that if you could stay with it at the very end and take out the ones you don't want, so people will get a chance to buy it. So, if you hit that $75, you will have 24 hours of placing more orders, or they will combine them, right? 24 hours. So you can get more fabric as it pings you and tells you what's available. I had Joellen tell me one time that it's kind of fun because she puts things in her cart and she doesn't get them. And all of a sudden she'll get a ping. Oh, I wonder which one I got. Oh, I love that one. Oh, good, I got it. So it just makes it fun when you get the fabrics at good bargains. So, okay, we're ready to move on. So, all right, so this is really pretty. So this is from Camelot Fabrics, and it's got this deep, I would call that a plum color, right? Plum and green. It's gorgeous together. So is it called Morning Light, I think? Morning Lilac. Yes. The designer, let's see, Annie Quigley. So Morning Light, and it's just beautiful, right? The shades of green are like a real pretty sage green, and this pretty plum color there. So, okay, now look at this. Now, I think this is the only other fabric that we have that goes with this line, but I like matching. And this is just it's kind of a geometric, these little petals form circles. And, they call it petal rings. And it's only $6.88 a yard. So it just goes so perfectly with it. But there's so many fabrics that have this pretty lilac color in them. And it would blend with it. I would treat that one like a white, because it really from far away you don't notice the color. It's just when you zoom in you can see the color. But each one of those little petals, they're only like 3/8 of an inch, so they're tiny. So Vinca, I don't know anything about Vinca and Begonia. I got to remember these. Deer and bunnies. So yeah, because that would be so disappointing. So Tommy has to get a suit. Yeah, so he doesn't have a suit, and that's my fault. Should I tell them what happened? I mean, it's not really, it's kind of funny now that we think about what happened. But, when my husband died, I had to give him his suit. And I just wasn't thinking straight, right? I had to give the funeral parlor Pete's suit. And I found it and everything. And I didn't have an open casket. I just didn't want to. I just didn't feel like it looked like him. No way. It just didn't look. I didn't want that. And but anyhow, they opened the casket at the very end for the kids to say goodbye. And Tommy goes, "There's my suit." So I had given the funeral parlor Tommy's suit. Yes, so he doesn't have a suit, and he hasn't since then. So I think I got to take him out to get a suit. Maybe we all should go. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know how the poor little Mary is going to sit in a car seat. I don't know that we're going to be able to take her anywhere. Maybe you could I don't know. Maybe she better. I'll stay home. They can go buy the suit. I'll stay home with the kids. Okay, next collection. I love this one. This one I think was a Robert Kaufman. And I heard Robert Kaufman was sold to Missouri Star Quilt Company. So they're getting that big, that successful, that they're buying fabric companies. So, all right. So Janice says she can grow Vinca, and she kills everything. So I think Vinca vines it is. Yes. So, yes. So I know. So Tommy's been reminding me for a while just where his suit is. Yes. So I think I owe it to him to buy him a suit. I would love to go with him and buy a suit. Oh, you used a wagon. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, if we put her in a wagon to take her. Yeah. Yeah. We gotta get used to this. But they said they're gonna check her in 2 months, but I don't think it's gonna be over in 2 months. No, I think like you said, right, Mary Ellen? You said it was 6 months. Yeah, I think it's going to be 6 months. And she's always standing up. I bet that relieved her hip to be standing up because we kept saying she's too little to be standing up. But I bet it felt better when she was standing. Oh, wow. Okay, so this one, I love this. It's called Summerstone, and this is called Mosaic Ivory. And it's got gold metallic. You know how I like that. So the gold metallic, but beautiful peach tones going around. So kind of like taupey colors and peach tones, very pale, going around with the gold metallic. And then here's the next one, is same design, but this time gray. So light gray into like and this one is like the lightest of the peach. So the teeny touch of the lightest of the peach color. Yeah, hip dysplasia. Which, right, aren't I thinking I've heard of that with dogs? Certain breeds of dogs get hip dysplasia after they get older, right? So, yeah, I do, Annette. I owe him a suit. Yes, I do. So, and all right, now next one. So here is the floral that goes with it. So there it is with the gold metallic. I love that. And this has the grays and the peaches in it. So that will go with either. I just thought this was such a pretty line. I ordered a ton, didn't I? I did. And then, you know what? I ordered too much and then we never get to do anything with it and we end up bargaining it. But hey, it's making all of you watch us and it's making all of you happy. So I'm glad. And for me, yeah, a Cocker Spaniel. Louisa's Cocker Spaniel had it. So it's making you watch, and hopefully we get new customers every week, and this business keeps going. So July 1st, so I opened July 1st of 1983. So this July 1st will be our 42nd year. I feel like I've been telling people 42 years the whole year. So 83 to 85. Yeah, I guess I didn't do my math right. So now, yeah. So German Shepherds, they had it in old age. See, that's what I thought. It was something that happened in old age. But see, now it's like people have hip trouble. So maybe they're catching it when they're babies and solving it when they're babies. And maybe she won't have hip trouble when she's older. Yeah, Pete had to have a new hip. He had 2 new knees and 1 new hip. So maybe this will save her from that. So, yeah. Okay, so here, look at the same fabric, this time with that pretty peach background. So it looks really pretty with the peach. Over here, I'll put this one here so you can see. That one. Okay. And now the next one. No, Ruth Ann, she's gonna, I think it's next Tuesday she's on. Yeah, and she is going to show, so we had heard rumor that the Glorious Garden was in, but they were mistaken. It wasn't Glorious Garden that came in. So the Glorious Garden is absolutely, positively the prettiest fabric. It's by Jason Yenter, and we ordered it, and then something went wrong, and they had to reorder it. And the major thing that went wrong is his fabric is made in India, and it was on a big boat, you know, and they were riding past Pakistan, and I guess there's a big war going on between Pakistan and India, and they said it was too dangerous. So I'm thinking that ship was getting shot at, right? The ship full of fabric was getting shot at, and they had to turn back and go a different direction. And so originally the fabric was due in April, and now they're saying late June. So, but it's beautiful. It's worth the wait. I mean, if you want to be refunded, but they said it's definitely on its way now. I guess it takes them a long while to to get. So, but anyhow, I think she's still going to teach it on Tuesday. She's really anxious to teach it. So, and then we have another fabric that is similar in that you create those wreaths with it. And we have that fabric to show next Tuesday. So, but this fabric is prettier. The one that Ruth Ann did is much prettier. So, okay. Okay, so now next one is, so what did they call this? Suns, Summerstone Suns. So it's from Robert Kaufman, and this is the Wishwell collection. So I just thought it's so pretty, and you know how I like metallic. So I had to, anytime I see metallic, because a lot of companies don't do the metallic, so it's hard. Yeah. Oh, good. Your daughter is 43. So your daughter had this, Ray? Your daughter had this, and she played Division I sports in college? Okay. Okay, I will tell them that. Because, okay, so my husband's grandma, Nellie Gallagher, she was a big woman. She wasn't, like, she had wide shoulders. I liken her to, there's a Disney movie, Encanto, there, and there's a big woman in that. Nellie Gallagher looked like her. big, big shoulders, big square, and they're afraid that little Mary is gonna be like Nellie Gallagher. So they're a little worried, because she's they compared her size with Gray. And she's way bigger than Gray was, but Gray was really little. He's just very thin. But we got Nellie Gallagher, and isn't it something you feel bad about the genes that you pass on, right? Yeah, you want them to get all the. I always said that I got I don't know whose hands I got, but I got my mom's. My mom had hands like this, but Joni got these pretty little hands. And she's petite, very petite, and I was always so much bigger. Yes. So I don't know. Like my grandma, my English grandma was very elegant, pretty hands. I'm thinking I got well, no, because I got my mom's side. So I guess my grandpa, my mom's dad was Alfred Murphy. So and she had so I'm thinking I got these from the Irish side of the family. I got the hands and maybe the size. I don't know. Okay, so here's another one. So look how pretty the gray with the gold. All right, and now the best ones I save for last. Okay, so here, there. Look at how pretty. So this one, these look like, well, they're called dandelions. So this is their dandelions. And it's got the grays, but it looks like a little bit of like a purple color. I see that color in some of these. But then the peaches and the pinks, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Aren't you shocked that we have this at $6.88 a yard? You should be shocked. Because look at this. Here's the next one. There. So a little more color. Whereas this one, I'm seeing a little bit of purple. I'm definitely seeing the grays in this one. So just a little bit deeper color. The golds, kind of peachy colors. Beautiful, isn't it? Yes. Scots tend to be larger bones. Maybe I do have Scottish in me. Murphy. Murphy's Irish, though, but could Murphy have been Scottish, too? I bet. Yeah, bigger bones. Scottish? Yeah, maybe I have some Scottish in me. Yes, we're all mixed up now. You know that people were doing that thing where they send and find out what they are? Yeah, maybe I should find out that. Yeah, Americana, not today, because we're still finishing up. Well, we're not finishing up. I mean, pretty much we're starting the extra kits. And so Americana, I'm thinking will be next week. As long as, we do have a lot of it, but they need to make sure that the extra kits are made. So I think people ordered well, definitely my pillow kit they ordered, but we were going to show some of the other ones and offer extra kits for those too. So as soon as we're done with that, then we're going to do the Americana fabric line. It's a Lori Holt line. It is my favorite out of all of hers. I look at the other ones and I don't see any that I like as much as the Americana. So Murphy could be Scottish. Okay. All right. Embroidery elegance. Tommy is working on that. So see, I can be with my big hands and everything. I can never open up bottles. So no. Ooh, part of Poland was in Russia. Yeah. So I might have those jeans too, of a Russian babushka woman. Yes. Joni got the petite English lady, and I got Poland and Scottish bones. Yes. Oh, well. So I would love to go to those places. All right. Let's see. Now, these two, they are Moda, and it was called Creativity Roars. So I don't know why I bought these in. I don't know. No, other than I was trying to get the young people here to pick fabrics, and I think this was a young designer. So Creativity by Creativity Shell. So it's probably a group of people that design these. So, and we were looking for fabrics that they could make like pull-on shorts or pull-on pants with. And I think they picked these out and liked the colors. So this one is Creativity Roars Cobalt. And the next one is Creativity Roars. And what color did they say this one is? It doesn't say. It's just Creativity Roars. So here, I'll open this one too. But it's got a plum color in the background. So plum, green, and gold. And this one is the blue with gold and a lighter blue. Creativity Roars. I'm thinking it maybe would have been, now I'm forgetting the name of the young designers that work with Moda. I forget. So Sylvia, she has her mom and her grandpa's big hands, big bones from the Polish side. Sylvia got the Polish side too. I think I got the Polish side. Yep, might be. But my mom has it. So maybe the Scottish. Yeah, I just, there was no hope. I was getting it from my dad's side with the Polish and my mom's side with the Irish. Joni got all the good genes. Yes. Okay. All right. Now we're moving on. And that pile next. Is that one next? Okay. All right. There are some unbelievable, gorgeous fabrics in here. Okay. So this next one is Plum Bouquet. And this is called Spots Blue, but this is a batik. I love batiks. So batiks do not fray. So this is, I think it's a newer fabric. So they did pair it up with this one, and they did Steve's quilt. Remember Steve's pineapple quilt, I think? They did that. These are the colors from the pineapple quilt. Okay, so this one is plum, I guess it was called Plum Bouquet. And then this one is Swirly Dots Green. And these, right? Are they Hoffman? Swirly Dots, I don't know. I usually buy Hoffman. I try to buy Hoffman. Yeah. So here, so these, I think these are,
those are Hoffman.
They're batiks. These are Hoffman. Yeah. So beautiful Hoffman batiks. So, okay, there's these two. Okay. Next one. Look how pretty this one is. It is a batik. Batiks are wonderful to work with. They do not fray. So look at this. That edge just very, very slight fraying. very little fraying, and then most of the time you can't tell the right side. Yeah, like there's no way I can't tell the difference. So it doesn't matter. The right side to the wrong side doesn't matter. So you never sew in your fabric wrong. You never sew it, the wrong side to the right side. You'd be safe. And this is beautiful. Now these were fabrics that Deb and Kathleen, what were they working on with so many batiks? Wildflower. Yeah, they were using these for Wildflower. And so these are extra fabrics from Wildflower. Look at this one. So this is beautiful. It's another batik. So look at these pretty fall colors. And you're allowed to mix batiks with regular fabrics. So a lot of designers do that. So yeah, so Anita says Ancestry and 23andMe, and it's hard to believe that they're it could be that accurate. I don't understand. They could tell you where your ancestors lived. I would like to do that. So my brother Joe went over to Poland, and he visited with my dad's cousins and children of his cousins. And now they communicate. We're friends with them on Facebook. And we Googled where they live. And in the Google picture was a lady walking her cow down the street. Yeah, it wasn't a normal street. It was a little country road with little country houses. But there was a lady, and she looked like a babushka woman. And she had... her cow was right behind her, and she had a rope tied to the cow. And that was in the Google photo of where she lived. So we're thinking maybe it was her. So, yeah. But anyhow, he did. And then they visited, some beautiful cities in Poland, too. So now next one, look at this. I love this one. So again, it's a batik, so I want to show you how the right side and the wrong side is the same. Can't tell the difference, so they're really nice to work with, and these are just beautiful. They are. All right, so that's the end of the batiks. Maybe a couple more coming up. Yeah, a couple more coming up, but we're going to mix it up a little bit here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so my kids are all mixed up. Now they're all mixed. So nobody talks about what nationality are you? Was that something you would ever ask anybody, what nationality? So we used to ask that. What nationality are you? So we were mixed up. Now our parents aren't as mixed up as we are. But not near as much as we are. So now, but now I'm sure people, are there any purebred people anymore, like an Italian married to an Italian? Is anybody out there right now, like Polish, and you married somebody Polish? Because around here that would be rare. An Irish person marry an Irish. My old hairdresser, she is Elizabeth. Was it Reese? Was her? But it was Irish, and she just recently got engaged to a redhead. So and I forget his name, but it was definitely an Irish name. So you don't see that very often. And I'm thinking Mike Rooney, his family owns the Steelers. He married a beautiful, beautiful Irish girl with pretty auburn hair. Yeah, so he married an Irish girl. So he told me one time that his mom wanted him to marry an Irish girl. So I guess from her, that was, so his mom and dad would, I'm sure, are well into their 80s. So yeah, an American mutt. Yeah, yes, Anita, her son wrote a paper on his ancestry and called it American mutt. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so Frank, Pat, is that Patty Falvo? You are German, but married an Italian. Okay, my husband is 100% Italian. How about you, Louise? What are you? So half French, half Italian. Yeah. See, we're half and half, so we can talk about it. But it's our kids that are the ones that, because I would say, I don't even know what my mother-in-law was. Oh gosh, now I'm forgetting what her maiden name was. But it was like a name you would say, that's an American name. So, Wallace, Taggart. Taggart was her last name. Yeah, so Jeanette Taggart. I don't know what that would have been. Yeah, Jeanette Taggart. And then she married Gray. Oh gosh, I forget. Oh well. Yeah, now see, my grandma and grandpa on my dad's side, both 100% Polish. 100% Polish. And when I asked my dad, because she left her, like, when did grandma come over? She was 14 years old. Oh, not in the bubble, they're saying. It's in there now. But she was 14 years old, and her older sister was over here and married over here, and he had a younger brother. And so they called for her to come. And so I said, was it an arranged marriage? And my dad said she could have said no, but she didn't. So she was 14 when she left her family and came over. And she was 16 when she got married. And the reason why I asked her is because there was a teeny tiny, I asked my dad, there was a teeny tiny wedding ring on her dresser, teeny tiny. It looked like the size of a baby's. And he said, that's her wedding ring, and she grew out of it. Yeah, because she was so young. So, yeah, he said she could have said no when she got over here, but she said yes. Yes, so... And so they left their families at such young ages. So isn't this awesome? It's an ombre. So it's the blue. Tommy was going to use this for his fireflies, but it turned out it was too many dots. You lost the fireflies in it. So he decided against it. So it's just really, really awesome, isn't it? So, yeah. So
I love the next fabric.
Yeah. This one is beautiful. Whose is this? Because when I saw this one in the lineup, Benertex. Oh, look at this. Wow. I wonder if I could get more. So it is True Colors by Danielle Duer, Duer, and it's from Benertex. And it's just beautiful colors. And it's that oak, I call it Oeko, Oeko tech, which means the cotton was grown not using harsh chemicals that would hurt the environment. So, yeah, so it's just beautiful all by itself. I think I would just make pillows out of it because it's so pretty. Yeah. Yeah, so when Polish grandparents came over, they had to be sponsored. We did find the papers that they had to sign when they came over. Yeah, so I forget. I don't, Joni would know. We'll have to ask her if they have to change their last name. Eco, okay, Eco. Okay, so beautiful, beautiful fabric. All right, now... this next one is actually a brand new basic. I don't know why they put it in the lineup, but you know what? We can always get more. But this is Robin Pickens. She brought us Thatched, and we use Thatch all the time. And now her newest one is Dottie Thatched. So this is one of her new basics called Dottie Thatched. So you'll see it other places, and it'll be the $12.95 a yard, $13.95 a yard, and we've got it here for $9.88 a yard. All right. Now this next one is a Hoffman Batik. So this was definitely used in the Wildflowers kit. So this one, they call it their Bally Dots. So the watercolors are called 1895s, and these are 885s. So some stores call them 885s. They don't give them a name, but these are called Bally Dots, and they are. It is a batik, so no difference between the right and wrong side. So they don't fray. So this was just the perfect brownish color. It's called coffee. All right, and there is some coffee batik. Now here's another batik. And I think just in some of those wildflowers, they needed a little bit darker. So this is darker, and it's called indigo dye. So it's that deep indigo blue. And so you'll see it's a batik. Whoop, going to the wrong side. So a lot of people, they love sewing with the batiks because they don't fray. And they iron so crisply, so they're really, really easy to iron. All right, now we're going into Sunshine and Blue Skies from Moda. So I guess this one is our first one, but we've got tons of these. So how much is this marked down to? $7.88. So look at this. I'm going to show you them each one at a time. But we've got all these from the same collection. Beautiful, beautiful fabrics for only $7.88 a yard. So are you going to miss Joann's? No. You're going to buy your fabric from us and actually pay a lower price, and you're going to get much nicer quality. So, yes. Okay. So Susan's family, she's mentioning pierogies. Yeah, my grandma made all that food, but they lived in Dunkirk, New York. So Dunkirk, New York was a Polish town. The newspaper was in Polish when I was a little kid. All the masses were in Polish. So it's a Polish town in New York. But like near Jamestown, on the way to Buffalo. Yeah, on the way to Buffalo from, like, say, halfway between Erie and Buffalo. That's where they were. Harsh winters, but beautiful in the summer because they had Lake Erie right there. So, okay, so here's the yellow. You're going to need to get this. Okay, here's the next one. Sunshine and Blue Skies. Look at this. So pretty. I love the blue and the gold together, blues and yellows together. So you're going to, they're just beautiful. So this is the designer. I don't know her name, but her business is called Create Joy Project. But she uses watercolor paints to create her fabrics, and it's just really pretty. Yeah, Libby's telling Carol that she had really nice selections, and she did. Look at this one. Now this one, it's sold by the yard, so it's not a panel, but you could use it like a panel. So you will get a full yard of this. Look at that. So beautiful to have as the center of a quilt. Just put a couple borders on, and you've got a gorgeous quilt, right? And this is only $7.88 a yard, and 10% is being put back into your account to spend later. So beautiful. All right, so I'll leave this one out. Maybe I'll just leave it out like that so they'll see it. Okay, so next one is this green, and it looks like a quilt. So patchwork on a quilt. So it's Create Joy Project, and the line is called Sunshine and Blue Skies, and she called this particular one Mosaic Sky. So in those pretty spring greens, right? The leaves. So blues and yellows. All right. This one. Now look at the next one. I love this. I think this was hidden. I don't even think it was on our sales floor. We put things in the attic and then we forget about them. We also, there's another place that there's this back stairway at the store, and they often like, so right now Christmas has come in. Christmas actually comes in before Thanksgiving fabric, before the fall fabric. So it was like 6 weeks ago that we got in a bunch of Christmas fabric, and we have this back stairway that we put it in, and then we forget about it. And it was like, Gail says, Joann's who? Yes. Our Joann's, remember, I was like, oh, I would love to be in that spot Joann's is. They've already been rented. So the one closest to us is going to be a Home Goods. So we like Home Goods. We do. Yeah. So they said that that whole group of stores, TJ Maxx, Home Goods, I don't even know what the other ones are. They went around the country and rented most of the Joann's. So retail in Pittsburgh, especially south of Pittsburgh, it is busy. Like I hear from other cities that they're very slow. Our mall is. Did you notice how many cars were packed over there? It was like it was 3 days before Christmas, the whole weekend. Yeah, so I guess it was cold, but still, I don't think other malls are as busy as ours. Yeah, and you go and it's like Christmas all the time. So maybe, they did build too many malls, didn't they? There was way too many. I kept thinking that we don't have the population for this many. Isn't this pretty? So this one, okay, that one was called Mosaic something. What is this one? Blue Skies. Oh, this one's still called Mosaic Sky. So this one looks like a quilt. So that's another one. You could just use blocks of this and it looks like you did tons of work. So I bet, like here is like a 10-inch square block. Okay, we still have more to go with this one. So here's the next one. Here. And so here is the white background with the yellow roses and little blue flowers. So you want to make sure that you get an assortment. You want lights and mediums and darks. So here we are with a light. Okay, only $7.88 a yard. Unbelievable, right? Look at this. Same fabric, but with a dark background. And now Joni has told us how many times that she likes navy as a background. And she doesn't like black. And yeah, Target is always busy, always busy. Now, I've told this story before, but I went into Target about 10 days after they opened. We couldn't wait to get a Target. We couldn't wait. And it was like, when are they opening? When are they opening? Well, they opened, and just so many people went. They were not ready. They needed more employees. So they bussed them in from Ohio. So they would pick them up in the morning and bus them back at night from Ohio. And I went in about 10 days after, and it was just the bathing suit department. Like there was racks and hangers, but there was one bathing suit top hanging on its side, and it was sold out. The purse department, empty shelves. There was empty shelves. They said they were not, they were shocked by how, they said it was the biggest grand opening they've ever had. But see, they told us for like a year we were all waiting for them to go. But now it is busy all the time. So I love that they do the buy online, pick up. They bring it out to your car for you. Yes. So look at how pretty this one is. So here, maybe I'll just slide that one forward. I think they're all going. Look how pretty this one is with the big yellow roses. And there's daisies and blue. It looks like maybe that's a mum. So pretty little flowers, little blue flowers with a white background. So this is really beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. Now 2 more in this line here. So remember, you can't just pick only lights or only darks. You got to have lights and darks. So here is, you need something like this. So this one is what they call it. Do they call this quieter, or what do they call this? But it has more open space. And so you have to have fabrics like this because it gives your eye a rest. So okay, so here in the North Hills, they open the really fancy mall, Ross Park Mall, and Tiffany's is in there, and Neiman Marcus, and they didn't give us that in South Hills. And guess what? Those stores in the North Hills aren't doing good. They're not doing good. So they made a major blunder. But I was in Neiman Marcus, and these young girls were trying on shoes, and I guess they were Gucci, and I kind of looked at them and I went, oh, I think my Sarah would like those. I go over, they were $1,250 for tennis shoes. Yeah. So low volume. Rita has it right. Low volume. Yeah, the Yellow Rosa Texas right here. Yeah. And then look at how pretty this one is just, you got to grab some of this one. So this one is just that little blue flower. Yeah, and where were we when we were waiting to get on the ship in, I don't know whether we were Fort Lauderdale or Miami. We went to a mall, and it was a mall that was full of really high-end stores, but they were busy. So how can a store? They had a Gucci store, and it was busy. But I didn't even go in after seeing that a pair of Gucci tennis shoes was $1,250. So yes, I should have looked at the handbags, right? Yeah. So there. Okay, so that's it for sunshine and blue skies. We are going to another one. So, I mean, this isn't over. We still have a lot more. Is that okay? I mean, are we going to, is it getting too late?
4:37.
Okay, so we're doing good. We'll keep going because I'll go faster if that's okay. All right. So now remember, after this is over, the video goes down for about an hour. So you won't be able to look at other fabrics for about an hour. But if you are loaded up and you know there's some that you don't want, I'm just going to forget this taking time. We got to hurry. We got a lot of fabric to show. This will look like my bedroom. Oh, everything rolled in a ball. Okay, here we go. Now, I got this one in because Tommy was working on those lambs, and we did the lamb quilt out of the flannel fabric, but I thought if we wanted to do another one out of the quilter's cotton to make it a little lighter weight, I thought this is a perfect background. These are teeny tiny little lambs. They're teeny. What are they, like maybe 3/8 of an inch? Just 3/8 of. They're so cute, aren't they? So yeah, they're really cute, and it's got like a mint green background. Yes, that's right. $1,200. Don't buy $1,200 tennis shoes. Buy fabric from us. You could get 50 yards. All right. So I love this. I love it. But we never did make a project with it. Yeah. Handbags in Neiman Marcus over $6,000. No way. You're going to watch Tiffany. She finds bags. She goes and looks at Neiman Marcus, but then she finds some that she can make a copy. And so she's done like a $2,000 bag. So this is a white on white. This is great, but it's got little sewing notions. It's really cute. It's very subtle. So I can see little spool of thread, pair of scissors. I see, little teeny tiny quilt block, a tomato pin cushion with the grid. So it's you hardly see it. You know how I don't like plain. I would never put a plain white fabric. I would like this. I would use this where white was. Now this one looks like just a basic. You need this one. So this one is black with white dots. And it's called Budding Roses by Michael Miller. Is his Budding Roses too? What do we see? Yeah, is it? Or
it says in here that one's called Dumb Dot Black.
Dumb Dot. Okay, Dumb Dot. Okay. You need this. This is a good one. Okay. Yeah. There. Okay, now this is, I think this is Michael Miller. He comes out with beautiful fabrics. Okay, so this one, is this one a Robert Kaufman? Yeah, this is Robert Kaufman. I know. They are the ones that bring us the linens, and the linens with the metallic. And they said they're discontinuing it. I got to go on and order all the metallics that they have, the linen with metallic, because everybody loves it. But once Robert Kaufman stops making it, no one else makes it. It's really even hard to get linen, let alone linen with metallic. So, okay, so these are so what is this line called? Seven berry? Seven?
It says Grace.
Yeah. Grace. But this is printed in Japan, so that usually the fabrics that come from Japan are a finer weave, so there'll be more threads per inch, and it does feel like that. So here's the same fabric with those purple. My next door neighbors, where we used to live, had these flowers. You know, they're balls. I love them. Yeah. I don't know how they kept the deer away. I don't know. So, okay, here it is again. It came in a bunch of different colors. We never did a thing with this, did we? No, it's just on our shelves. So it's time to move on. I guess, you know, when we got in all the, started getting in Christmas, everybody was like, uh-oh, when are we going to, yes. Yeah, okay, so I have to order some. Kathy wants me to get in Osnaburg. I found Osnaburg, but I zoomed in on it, and it looked like it was like a really, really loosely woven, and it was really inexpensive. So I got to keep looking to see if I can find a better quality Osnaburg. But Osnaburg is like a linen, and it's got like little flecks of like brown in it. It's natural. Yeah, and it's really nice to sew on. So I'm still hunting for good Osnaburg. Oh, look at this, couple more colors. So here is this one. So in the store, we don't mark these down. You guys get first dibs at all the bargain fabrics online. So this is really pretty. It's kind of a tealish blue with a green background. And there is one more of those. And there we are. There. So here it is in the gray with like an off-white background. The gray and the sage green leaves. Okay, I'll just leave those there. I have no idea what's under here though. Oh, these two. Okay, making a bump. Okay, so I'm going to spread that out because these were from the same line, right? Are they from a different line?
No,
yeah,
it's the same line.
Same line. So I better leave these out so they can see what goes with it. So here is the fabric, and it's got a lilac background. So it kind of goes with these, the lilac flowers put with it. Okay, I'll go these at a diagonal so you'll be able to, well, here is the same flowers with a black background. There it is with black background. And next is a blue background. Joni didn't come in today. She wasn't feeling good. Actually, on Sunday at the event, she did say, she said, ooh, I think I'm getting sick. I think she felt like her throat was getting sore. Yeah. Hobby Lobby has Osnaburg. Hopefully they have a good one, because the one that so far that I found looked like the weave was too open, you know. So I want to get some because it's really nice to embroider on. Okay, here's the same one with the green background. These are just good to put in your stash. Pretty colors. Here it is with the gray and blue. So there, with the gray background with blue. Look how pretty it looks with the gray. Yeah, and then now these should have been shown first. They're the prettiest ones. So here we go. Okay, I'm going to push this up here so you can see how they all go together. So Right here, look at this with this teal. Now here's the teal right here. Teal, and it looks to me like maybe the green goes with this one. So really pretty, and these flowers are like, 1.5 inches, 2 inches, some smaller. And they've got that sage green and like a very pale olive green. Oh, look how pretty this one is. So this one is beiges there, and it's got a little bit of this mauve pink, little bit of pink, and the different shades of the green. And one more from this one. Then we get, you wouldn't believe what we have. Yeah, so Linda says her stash is the size of a bedroom. That's because we keep offering these bargain fabrics, right? Yeah, Karen says she's embroidered on Osnaburg without any problems. Yeah. And she puts the SF101, which is Shape Flex. You know, we sewed this out, and bummer, we sewed it out, but we didn't put, we just used no show, which doesn't hold very good, and no Shape Flex. Look at the puckering. I'm going to try to press it, but it would have turned out so much better with the right stabilizer. Oh well, I'm going to try to press it and see. But see, what happens is when you go to press no show, it shrinks. So I bet when I go to press this, it's going to be worse, not better. You might have to sew these over again with the right stabilizer, right? Okay, now will they see that I have one shoe off and one shoe on? Hopefully not. Okay. My foot all of a sudden started to hurt. Okay. I want to go home and hold little baby Mary. This is real. Natalia will make sense of my piles, right? Look at this. This is the fabric we ordered in for the spring event. And I hid it because I didn't want to sell it because I thought this was the prettiest of all the spring fabrics. But then the Americana came out and people went crazy over that. And I love the Americana projects. They turned out so good. And so that's why we still have this. This is the stripe, and we have it down to $7.88 a yard. So just really pretty. You know, the 60-degree runner, the broderie purse runner, it'd be beautiful in this, only $7.88 a yard. So, all right, so that's the first one. And next one, this one is beautiful. So this, I know, I love this bag. It would look great in a bag. In fact, that's what Tiffany was going to do, a bag out of this. You know, it looks like you did piecing, and the colors are so gorgeous, aren't they? The purples and blues together. This is so beautiful. So it's called Morning Blooms. And I've mentioned her name. I don't know whether I'm pronouncing it right, but Danu Nai. And just beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. So it's Wilmington. All right, so there's that one. Next one, I think, is this floral tossed navy with those same flowers and the purples and the blues with a navy blue background. Remember, you need to have a dark. Can't have all light fabrics, then it's boring. At least I think so. I do like having like something, a pop of color, they say. Yeah, Morning Blooms it's beautiful in person. Yeah, so it's a Wilmington, and then we have a lot of this one because we were going to line Tiffany's bag out of this one. So we were going to make the navy, we were going to make the straps, and then we were going to line the bag out of this one. And so this would be perfect for backing of the quilt. You're backing if you do a 60-degree or a broderie purse runner, and then she was going to do a bag out of this one. But if you did just a 10-minute table runner, you know, you'll cut 12 inches of this one, 18 inches of this one, and do that, you know, look it up, the 10-minute table runner. We haven't done one of those in a long time. I mean, at these prices, you could sell these table runners and make good money on it. All right, so there. So that is Morning Blooms. And okay, now I'm going to go to our grilling fabric. What you got? Are you going to come tell us something? Oh,
Do you mind if I
yeah,
jump in
yeah,
for
go
a
right
second?
in. Yeah. Uh-huh. So,
Hi everyone. I just ran in from the
here,
other
you hold
building.
that. Okay.
So this is the activation code. So Ryan and I are gonna be calling people this week. If you originally ordered a Brother Rhinestone starter kit, this is the activation code for the software that would come in that one normally. Because that one is discontinued, we are gonna be calling everybody and offering the activation code with the Dime Rhinestone starter kit. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I ran from the other building. I'm oh my god, it's almost 5 o'clock. So let me run. But
Okay.
yeah, just wanted to let everyone know
He'll be
that.
calling you. Anybody that has it on order. So, what stabilizer is best? Well, really, so I guess they were trying to keep this soft, but see the heavy stitching. So it needs shape flex, and I think if it didn't have no show on the back, see no show shrinks when you steam it and when you heat it. So if I had put tearaway on the back, then I could have pressed it really good, and I wouldn't have gotten the puckering. So bummer. This is done with the Americana fabric. So I think we probably meant to show this, but then we didn't like the results. So okay, get ready for Father's Day. Make some grilling projects. So this line of fabric is called Chillin' and Grillin', and we have a whole bunch of bolts. So this is this fabric. It's so it will be like a, okay, so let me see how big this is. It's a panel. This part is a panel, and it is 25 inches. Yeah, it looks like it's 25 inches, and you get all these panels. There's a lot of patterns out there but I mean, even if you just did like little placemats with this in the center. So it's grilling time, barbecue. My grill, my rules. Smoking hot grill, master. It's what's for barbecue dinner. So it's what's for dinner, barbecue. So, it just kind of looks manly to me. This one is welcome to our backyard barbecue this way. So just cute little blocks. It's only $7.88 for the panel, and we've got great fabrics to go with it. So remember I was saying that Benertex made available to me like a whole bunch of fabrics that we could sell at only $7.88 a yard. Look at this one, really cute. I mean, wouldn't this even make a cute apron? You do the full length, put a couple pockets on. Oh, I meant to tell Genevieve. I remember her mom, Linda, or her grandma, Linda, making aprons for all the men in her family for Father's Day. And it was really, really, really hot that Father's Day. So they all took their shirts off, and then they put their aprons on, and they had shorts on, so it looked like they didn't have any clothes on under their apron. It was a hilarious picture. They were all posing, and what everybody said, Genevieve has to find that photo, because we laughed and laughed because it looked like they didn't have any clothes on behind their apron. But isn't this cute? I mean, you could do your regular table runner, but I'm thinking, a grilling apron would be really cute with this, or towels. You could decorate, you gotta have lots of towels when you're grilling, and you could put these prints on the bottom of the towel. Pot holders, yeah, the other one would be good for pot holders too. So just really cute, aren't they? Look at these, just really cute, really cute. Keep calm and grill on. Okay, so we got that one. Now there's a bunch of them, and I couldn't decide. I went, oh my gosh, I bought too many. But they're all cute, so I had to buy them. Okay, and that's it. Father's Day is coming, and we got to do some projects for Father's Day. So here it is. You got the chicken and the cow. Let's eat barbecue. You got the grill, ketchup, lemonade. You got everything you need here. So smoked and sizzling, let's eat. So just cute barbecue things. Okay, lots of fun with this. You've got what? When is Father's Day? Usually what? Mid-June. So, we're almost in June. We better. That's why I had to show this right now. I had to show it today, so I better hurry. And then we have this girl. We have our college kids here for the summer, so things get out faster. The cutting gets done faster. Okay, so here, hamburgers and hot dogs with a red background, $7.88 a yard. Really cute. And you need red with this, like this. So that has a dark background. That one has a dark background. You need some red. And this was the only one they had that was red. You need some more red. Third Sunday in June. Maybe we can buy a little time, right? Because when's the last day of May? Is that Sunday? We better find out. Yeah. So we might have a little extra time. We will get this fabric out as fast as we can. So there is hamburgers or hot dogs with a red background, and now we have hamburgers and hot dogs with a white background. I mean, you could see the hamburgers and hot dogs better, right? But you need red. And so here's hamburgers and hot dogs. The hamburgers they look like they're maybe like triple-decker hamburgers. That sounds good. I'm getting hungry. Yes. Oh, yes. All right. Now look at this. This is unheard of to have something like this at $7.88 a yard. But there's your picnic tablecloth right here for only $7.88 a yard. And you'll be earning money. Sunday is June 1st. Darn. So that means it will be like the 7th is the next one. Oh, yeah. We gotta. But you can use it all summer long. So I know. We feel like Memorial Day kicks off summer, but not this year. Too cold, right? They had somebody on Instagram and they were saying, oh yeah, Memorial Day, kickoff of summer. And she had a hooded jacket on and mittens. Yes. So we were at, the Crown Plaza, and they have an outdoor pool. And I saw 3 people get in the pool, and it was 61 degrees out.
Oh my God.
Yes. They didn't stay in very long, but they were in the pool. Okay, so that one is a good one. Now here we're getting our vegetables. So onions and mushrooms, just another cute print that goes with it. So they've got the skewers of shrimp and vegetables, and there's your vegetables with the black background. I couldn't resist. I had to get it every color. The white background with the vegetables.
Tiffany was talking about her Italian market tote, using this fabric for it. Like she thought it would be good.
For what? What did she use it?
For the market tote.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Tiffany is going to do a market tote using these vegetable fabrics. So, all right. Yeah, thinking of Keith doing our grill. That's what I said. I just get a kick out of it. Like, do you ever tell your cronies at U.S. Steel? Because he was really high up at U.S. Steel, and he comes on our porch and he makes hot dogs for everybody. Yes, yeah, he's excited. He said they did a big deal with Nippon Steel, and they're gonna bring steel making back to Pittsburgh.
I heard that, yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe it. It's wonderful. So those were good jobs. So yeah, so here again. Wait, did I show that one already? Or did I have 2 bolts of it? Oh, I think I did. I had that one already. But I have it on there twice. Yeah. Oh well. Okay. So maybe we better skip that one because I didn't mean to do that. Okay. There's only like maybe 10 more. Okay. So I'm showing first. So they gave me a good deal on these summer fabrics, but they gave me really good deals on fall and Christmas. A lot of fall, Halloween, glow in the dark Halloween. So we're gonna be. You better tune in every single Monday because we have I'm gonna say it doesn't feel like I showed very many. No, and I think it was like 90 different fabrics, but yeah, was it about that? But I didn't show them all. Yeah. All right, so now here this is beautiful, and it's called Begins with Mum. Okay, and that'll make kind of sense to you when the mums come out, but it's really pretty, blue and green. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to bring back, but they said they're going to be building new furnaces and totally new facilities. So, that was a job. Someone said recently that, it used to be that you could get a job with a company and stay with them your whole life, and you would get insurance benefits and everything. Oh, that would be so wonderful. Insurance is so expensive, and to get that benefit would be so wonderful. Even if you still had to pay in, that would be wonderful. So this one already, there's 0 left. Do you think we had the right? Well, if we end up with more, I'll show it again next week. Yeah. So, okay. So you got to look at these, because if you got these, you're going to want these other ones. And I'll go through them real quick. So this one is, here's the mums. Look how pretty. So what color did they call this one?
Calendula rose.
Oh my. So I would call it fuchsia pink. There's the different shades of it, light and dark. I think this is the one designed by Eleanor Burns. Let me check. I think it is. Doesn't have her name on it, but I think I've gotten in some more of her fabric, and I really like it. So, okay, next one is, now what color do they call this one? Lavender. Well, that's easier. Okay, so we got the lavender. Okay, and the next color, is this aqua or turquoise?
Water.
Water. This one is water. Only $7.88 a yard. Yay, Benertex. Sell me some more. I'm sure they're ready to sell me more. Okay, I don't know whether they have any more. Okay, so next one. What color is this? Orchid. Everybody likes orchids. But that's not. Now, this next one, I think they're called baby's breath, and they go with them. So I'm going to just stick this up here. Okay, maybe just lay that here so we can still see these. Okay, and I guess I got the pink one first. So this is baby's breath, and I love baby's breath. So there, so the pretty pink with the so this is a basic that you could use with any fabric. So I didn't know. Yeah, All Clad, and they have All Clad has a big sale every year around here. So look at this one. So a purple. What color do they call this? Purple. I got it right. Okay. Next one in the baby's breath. And all of these are only $7.88 a yard. We just took the plastic off. So they're brand new fabrics. So look at that. Just a little tiny flower. And this one, what is this one? Turquoise. Lake. This is lake. But look how pretty if you were able to get this one. Look how pretty those two look next to each other. And then one last one, and that ends the show. Green. And the green is also in this one. See the green? And the other one's buried down in. I don't remember. Oh, that one has like the orchid. Oh, the purple. And like a blue. Yeah. So, okay. Last one is green. So we ask that if you do have your cart full, to empty out what you don't want. That would help us. Okay, but you do have 24 hours to fill your cart. The video will go down for an hour, but are all these if they just scroll down?
Yep.
Okay, and all of them will be there, so they won't have to wait to see the video again, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you should just be able to go on our app and then scroll down and a bunch of today's fabrics will be there. So if you want to look at them again, all right. Okay, everybody. And tomorrow is Wednesday. I don't know if anything's going on at noon tomorrow, but I know Kathy's going to be ready for something at 3:00, right? Yeah, unless she's still too tired. It was hard, but we wanted to be accommodating, so we taught for 6 days straight. So, but it's over, and now we don't have another big event until the fall. I am planning on doing some in-store classes, so we'll be making announcements. So what we wanted to do is, to help people decide what machine they want to buy. If they're interested in a new machine, we want to have a class on it so they actually get to sew on it before they buy. So I'm going to get something like that going. So maybe we'll put a few owners of the machine in there along with people that are interested. So it's something we used to do, and I really like doing it because then that helps you decide whether it's the machine for you. And then you could also talk to people who own it, and they can tell you what they like about it and everything. So, all right, everyone, we're going to go. I'm going to go home and take a turn holding little Mary, and we'll be back tomorrow. And tomorrow all day, I'll be getting ready for Thursday night for our favorite thing. So we are back. We are coming on strong. So view us. I know a lot of people said they missed us, which made us feel really, really good. But we've got a lot of merchandise that came in last week while we were gone. So it's going to be a really fun week. So we'll see you tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. Hold on, not Saturday. Tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. Yes, I'm all mixed up. The days are all running together. All right. Thank you, everyone. And thank you for all your kind words about the event. That just makes us feel really good. So thank you all so much. Bye-bye.